Ciao. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Love Looks Logic. If you don't know me, my name is Sabrina. I have a daughter named Sky. We are a military family currently stationed in Europe. This channel is all about us just doing life, enjoying the time that we have while stationed overseas, and all the many things we get to indulge in while we are away from home. So in this video, I will be sharing our experience glamping. Let's just say it is not for the weak, but if you are interested in this walk down memory lane, just keep watching.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head? Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me and be honest, tell me, did you know that you would be leaving me just like the winners know?
So since my mid-20s, I've always wanted to go glamping or camping, and I just never found the time or never really decided to put that into action until last year. I was actually building out a bucket list. I did my research for months at a time and finally settled on this beautiful location campsite in Luxembourg. I definitely was looking forward to spend more quality time, get away from the things that keep myself and my daughter distracted. I have been completely enamored by the tiny home living. For a while, it blew up big, and since then, I had always wanted to experience it. I was planning on actually buying one just because I felt like this was a means of providing for myself and my family without spending years to actually pay this thing off. But before I wanted to take the leap, I figured renting one out or glamping, in this case in a small igloo, tiny home like structure, would be a better way to figure out if this was for me or nah. And girl, it's a nah. So one thing I forgot to consider when I booked this trip to Luxembourg was the fact that fall time frame, it is normally pretty wet, drizzly most of the time. The days leading up to our time of departure, I knew for sure, and I was already set, like I'm not gonna cancel anything, rain or shine, we're gonna go. So we finally arrived to the site, and it was interesting to navigate. They gave me a map and everything, but if anybody knows me, I have no sense of direction. Giving me a map, if it doesn't talk back to me like a GPS would, it's useless. It took me about 20 minutes to actually find our site, and I was very happy that the site was exactly how it looked like online. It was equipped with more than what I expected.
Tell me and be honest, tell me, should I've known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow? I try my best to move on, to let go.
Y'all, I can explain. Sky has a totally different hairstyle. This was actually the day that we were leaving, but you just wait, we will get to that.
They say time is a healer, just you wait and see.
One thing that was not disclosed though was the fact that there was TV in the site. I don't know, I was partially relieved, but also partially disappointed because it's supposed to be, you know, a time away from the many distractions. And I know for sure one of the distractions that my daughter has is TV. So having that available right there, child. Yeah, so it was pretty much predictable from that point on, because I didn't want to make it miserable for her or myself. Like, she would have no other interest if there's a TV there. So having that available to her at all times during the entire time, it just kind of, it was a little bit disappointing to say. We were prepared to do other things outside of the place. We hung out at the skating rink. There was actually a skating rink there on the site. It was just a short walk away. We had to pay a small fee just because we were already on the premises, which was really nice. Sky learned about the skating rink from the time we got there. She bugged me, okay, from sun up to sundown till we finally actually made it there. And when we made it there, believe it or not, within 20 minutes we had agreed to leave. She was like over it. She was over falling. She was over being cold because it was an outside rink. She was over being wet. She would rather be inside and I couldn't blame her. So we actually got to enjoy a little bit of a unique experience outside of the igloo. We had just left our Greece cruise maybe 3 weeks ago, and when we arrived back from that cruise, we were like slamming headfirst from school to work, and we never got a chance to fully recover. We just got back into the rhythm of life and didn't really allow ourselves to kind of rest and anything like that. So that was another thing that kind of had me a little bit hesitant about coming out on this trip. But like I said, rain or shine, regardless of how I felt, everything was already in place. I just had to show up. I just didn't consider the fact that I absolutely need a buffer in between trips in order to fully regroup and be able to be completely present in the experience in front of me. So in this case, I was not entirely there. I felt like I would rather be at home because a lot of the stuff that we ended up doing, we could have done it at home and had way more space and opportunity to do all of the things. bruh, I can do this at home. Because it was still kind of rainy and drizzly and wet outside, we really couldn't enjoy the patio that we had, which was really nice, very spacious. We stayed inside and it just felt suffocating, to say the least. There were obviously very little places to sit. So the best place that I could find comfort was staying in the bed. I had an audiobook with me. The audiobook wasn't all that great. Just because it wasn't a great read, it just didn't help my experience on the trip either. The Wi-Fi was still kind of sketchy. So our first night, I could not figure out how to make the water warm up. So we had cold water, cold showers, which was not at all enjoyable. I was just like, bruh, it was just a no for me. Another thing that I did not enjoy the most was the fact that I barely got any sleep. Whatever was going on outside, and I feel like there was at one point maybe a concert with live music of some sort, I could hear more than I wanted to hear. It just really didn't give me enough peace to sleep peacefully. By the way, like, there was no how-to pamphlet anywhere to be found in that igloo. So it was a lot of trial and error for me, a lot of time that was passing just with me trying to figure out how to work appliances, how to heat up the water, and how to light up the stove. And it was just a lot that I was very inexperienced with, and it ate up way too much time, and it just kind of diminished the experience. Actually, I left the switch on overnight, so that second night that we were there, we actually got a chance to take hot showers. But at that point, I was just like, I don't know, I'm just kind of ready to go home. People glamorize tiny home living for so long, and it was very, very difficult to tell the real from the fake. Sabrina in her 30s, it is not for me at all. And I honestly don't think it's for Sky either.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes.
So me and Sky, we came to a mutual decision to go home the next day. I was glad that we stayed we lasted for that long, 2 or 3 nights. It was an experience that I can say that I'm still grateful for. All of the issues that I had were literally first world issues. It's way bigger issues out there in the world, trust and believe. I just realized this kind of lifestyle that I believed that I wanted just wasn't for me, and that's okay. I'm also learning that my child is also a little bougie herself. I'm just grateful that I was actually able to experience something before pouring my heart, time, and resources into something that I wasn't fully educated about. So would I do this again? I would definitely do it again, but with more experienced campers or glampers. Believe it or not, the best part of this trip was enjoying the beautiful scenery on the way back to the crib. That pretty much concludes the video. I really hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not already, please like, subscribe, and join the L3 tribe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.
A bigger scale the world inhales as we go.